think thinkers and philosophers thought, even though we're finite, that you could look at things and there would be one perspective, one truth. And this is what's systematically denied. Now, initially, this is a philosophical thesis against monistic doctrines, against doctrines that there is one substance or one perspective or one orientation. And it was quite dominant in some of the schools of thought that were influenced by Hegel in the 19th century. So pluralism arose as a kind of reaction to forms of monism. I think what became especially interesting is that it was, this is typical, I think, of the pragmatic thinkers, it was not just an abstract doctrine, not just a philosophical doctrine, but had very concrete practical implications. And it's in this respect that it seems to me you have to relate it to what was happening in the United States at the time that these thinkers are working out their ideas at the end of the 19th century and the early parts of the 20th century, where you have this tremendous immigration into the United States, the largest immigration I think that has ever occurred in history. And so even though the United States had been mainly a Protestant country, now you had Catholics, you had Jews, and the doctrine of pluralism became important against this notion of the melting pot, that everybody should become, you know, one American. But the melting pot was not really just a melting pot. It meant that you should become like white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. And so people like Horace Kalin, people like Randolph Bourne, who were students, and people like John Dewey, not only argued, but participated in politics to encourage a pluralism which they intimately related to the conception of democracy. There was a vision that democracy could become stronger if there was respect and the different voices of groups. So there was a delicate balancing between a recognition of cultural differences and a certain overlapping unity so that they could still be part of one nation. What's interesting here too is that now the term cultural pluralism, which is used without recognizing where it came from, was actually the term that Horace Kalin, the student of William James, introduced and canonized. And the one other thing that I wanted to suggest, what I think is interesting about this particular movement, why they're ahead of their times, is that in the first decades, Randolph Bourne, he spoke about a cosmopolitan pluralism. I mean, even though they were primarily focused on the United States and the America, there was a kind of vision that this could become a model for the world.